friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. For today's video, I'm going to be writing out my budget for the week of December 7th through the 13th. We're going to be talking about all of the bills and variable expenses and things this week. Last week was a little rocky. Last week was a lot rocky. And I'm hoping that this week will be better. But we're just going to kind of take it one step at a time and see how it goes. So we're going to start by writing in all of my bills for the week. Essentially anything that I'm going to pay out of my checking account is going to go here. Last week, the way that I did things was I continued to write in my cash envelope categories, even though I've decided that for the month of December I'm not going to pull cash out for some of those categories. And that worked out fine until it came time to do the results, and I realized that what I spent was more than what I budgeted for, and I wasn't sure how to kind of fill in this thing here with regards to my weekly check-in. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go back and watch my budget results for week 1 of December. I talk more about that and my confusion there. So this week I'm going to put the categories that I'm not going to pull cash for here under this checking section. So it's still a variable expense. And how I have been doing it is my more fixed expenses have been going here and my more variable expenses have been going here. But it just doesn't make sense to do it this way because this is cash envelopes. This is stuff I'm pulling cash for, and this is not. So let's just go ahead and get started by writing in my bills. So the first one is SipSpy. This is a subscription service for tea that I have, and that amount is $16 that I'm going to budget for that. Next up, I have HBO Max, which is a streaming service, and we actually budget $16 for that as well. Then I have my Boost mobile bill. This is our phone bill for my family of 4. We're on a family plan, and it's been $120 a month, so that's what I'm going to budget. We're also going to make a camper payment this week, and the amount there is $200. My husband and I do own a camper that we're making payments on, so that is that. And then we're going to put in food next. So this is typically one of those that I would put down here under cash envelopes, but last week that went a little sideways doing it that way. So because I'm not physically taking cash out of the bank, I'm going to put it here in this checking section. And the amount I'm going to budget for food is $200. For my spending, that's also going to go up here because I'm not going to take that out in cash. We're going to do $40, and gas as well. Another one that I'm not going to pull cash for, and gas is going to get $60. Typically I budget $40, but I actually need to take some money right off the top of the $60 to pay back what I overspent last week. And the same with food. I overspent for food last week, so some of this is going to come right off the top to pay back what I overspent. And I just want to make sure that I have enough money to fill my gas tank, so we're going to budget $60 this time, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that takes care of everything for my checking section. I'm going to go ahead and add it up really quickly with my calculator here. So we have 16 plus 16 plus 120 plus 200 plus 200 plus 40 plus 60. And that total then is 652. And I'm just going to actually add that up one more time and make sure that's accurate. Yep, 652, as you can see there. Alright, so now we're going to go to the cash envelopes. So these are categories that I'm actually going to go to the bank and physically take out cash for, starting with miscellaneous. I like to keep a miscellaneous 20 in my wallet just to have on hand. for whatever that pops up that I need throughout the week. And we're going to budget $20 for that. Next, we have my husband's spending. And for him, we're going to do $40. Again, I'll pull that out in cash. I'll give that to him. And he can use that throughout the week for whatever he needs. And then lastly, for this cash envelope section, I have my son Austin's allowance, and that amount is $10. So I don't really need my calculator here to figure out this. This is $70 that we're going to pull out of the bank for this. I'm also going to pull out cash, though, for our savings challenge. So let me go really quickly to my savings challenge. Right here, it's the high-low temperature savings challenge. This is a savings challenge printable that is available in my Etsy shop. I'm participating in this savings challenge as well as my friend Marlene over at Snow Gardener 307. I know some of you have purchased the printable and are joining along with me. So if you are doing the high-low temperature savings challenge this month, leave me a comment down below and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. But the way that this high-low temperature savings challenge works is you choose the high or low temperature one day each week and save that amount. That's kind of the premise of this. However, I've been doing it a little bit differently. I've been going in and just checking what the temperature is right now when I'm doing the savings challenge, and that's the amount that I'm saving. So last week it was 35 degrees, and so I saved $35. This week, I'm going into my little weather app, and just like last week, I'm not going to show you the app because it's going to show you my exact location, and it just doesn't seem safe to put that information on the internet. But I will screen cap it, and I will post it right here on the screen with my location kind of, cropped out. The amount, though, is 24 degrees, so we are going to save $24 for this savings challenge this week. So flipping back to my budget then, for the high-low challenge, we're saving $24. I'm putting it under sinking funds. Technically, it should go here under savings. Actually, I'm going to erase it and stick it down here. I'm still trying to kind of figure out how I want to do savings challenges because I haven't been doing them for quite a while. I've been focused on other areas of my budget. But, yeah, that'll go under savings then. Typically, what I would do in terms of this savings is I would take our income and everything that we have to work with this week, subtract out all of these various categories. So subtract out my checking, the amount for cash envelopes, the amount for sinking funds, the amount for extra debt, and then whatever I had remaining would go towards any savings challenges I'm doing and then any rollover for the next week. I'm going to be doing more than one savings challenge in the new year, and actually I think I'm going to be doing my savings challenges just once a month rather than weekly, so I don't know what I'm going to do, but for now I'm just going to stick it down here and that'll work. For sinking funds this week, I am going to be setting aside $100. It's the same amount that I set aside last week, and really it's not enough. Ideally, I would have like $1,500 a month to put into sinking funds. Sinking funds are just essentially mini savings accounts where you set aside money for things that you know are coming, so they're not like surprise expenses, so it's not like a rainy day savings fund or an emergency fund. It's savings with a specific goal in mind. But this week with December, or this month with December, things are crazy. We're spending left and right, so we're just doing what we can. And this week, we're going to set aside $100. Maybe next week we'll be able to set aside more. Maybe not, and that's just going to have to be okay. So $100 towards sinking funds. I'm going to actually take that money out of my account and just put it into a separate checking account that we have and hold on to it. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to take the amount that I set aside each week, and I'm going to budget that all at once. And you will see that in my sinking funds update video at the end of the month. All right, and then similarly for extra debt, we are setting aside $220 with the idea that hopefully this money will go to paying towards our Chase card, which is the card we're currently working on. But again, because it's December and things are crazy, giving myself some grace, I'm just setting aside this $220. And at the end of the month, hopefully it'll go right to the Chase card and we'll get that card paid off. But if I need to use this money to help offset some extra spending I do in December with the holiday coming up and everything, then I will do that. So right now it's being earmarked for Chase, but I'm not going to make that payment until I'm sure I'm not going to need that money for something else. December's tough. We got a lot going on. We got a lot of money going out. So that's kind of what I've decided to do this month. Things are going to go back to normal in January, and I'm going to really tighten my budget up for the new year. You guys will see that. But in December, things are a little loose. Things are a little crazy. We're doing things a little differently, and I just have to be okay with that. So that's $220 there. So I'm going to just fill in my totals section here then. So for checking, we're doing $652. For cash envelopes, we're doing $70. For sinking funds, we're doing $100. For extra debt, we're doing $220. So whatever my starting balance is here under income, I will subtract out all of this and get a remaining balance. From that remaining balance, I'll pull out the $24 for our savings challenge, and then anything that's left I will roll over into next week. So obviously I'm not going to write in a rollover amount because I don't disclose my husband's income, but just know that that's what I will write in here. So that is the budget. We're paying bills, we're taking care of our cash envelopes and everything, and then you guys will see at the end of the week how I did when I film my budget results video. For now though, I need to figure out what I need to pull out of the bank in cash, and it's not a whole lot. So $70 for my cash envelopes here, and the $24 for my savings challenge. So we're really only working with $94 total for cash this week. So I'll go ahead and write that in. I'm just going to use this cash breakdown to figure out what denominations I need to pull out of the bank to stuff these few cash categories. So we said it was my miscellaneous, my husband, my son, and the savings challenge. So for miscellaneous, we said it was 20. For my husband, we said 40. For Austin, 10. And for savings, 24. So we're going to do a 20 for miscellaneous. We're going to do two 20s for my husband. This is going to be so easy. A 10 for my son. And then for savings, we will do a 20 and 4 ones. So from the bank, I need to pull out 4 ones, 1 10, and 3 20s for a total of $94. So I'm going to go do that really quick, and I will be right back. Wait, nope, look at 2, 3, 4 20s, not 3. I swear I can count, you guys. So that's 80, 94. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I was actually able to go into my deposit envelope and get all the cash I needed, so I have not yet been to the bank. That happened last week too. Dealing with less cash, I'm having to go to the bank less often. Who'd have thunk it, right? So we're going to go ahead and just really quickly divvy up this cash. I'm going to put the $20 for miscellaneous into my wallet, which I did not grab, so I'm just going to set this off to the side. And we'll go ahead and mark this off so that I know that I filled it. Wow, that's not even a little bit straight. All right, and then the same for my husband. We're just going to set his cash aside. So 20, 40 for him, for his spending for the week. This goes so quick now, you guys. I don't even know if it's worth filming. For Austin, we've got $10. So that's his allowance for the week. And then for our savings challenge, we have $24. So I'm going to pull in my savings challenge binder here. I still have not made a little label for this, but it's on my to-do list for the week, so I will do that. I did, by the way, find my label maker, finally, for those of you that have been watching my videos. I've been telling you guys for weeks now that I couldn't find my label maker. Even after I cleaned out my whole desk, I couldn't find it. You guys, one of my kids stuck it up in a kitchen cabinet. When I was going through and cleaning out my kitchen cabinets yesterday, I found it. So why did they put it up there? I don't know. I have to assume it was one of my kids or my husband. It wasn't me. But yeah, I found it finally, so I can make a little label for this. Okay, so in my savings challenge envelope for the high-low savings challenge last week, I had $20, $30, $31, $32, $33, $34, $35, and we are going to add 24 more today. So that's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. My little cash tray honestly wasn't even needed this week, but I have it, so I felt like I should use it. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and add this $24 to the $35 we started with, and that will give us a total of 20, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, $59 already to my high-low temperature savings challenge. What am I going to do with this money? I'm going to wait till the end of the month and kind of see what my budget's looking like, see if I overspent dramatically for the month, and if I did, this money might go to that, and if not, it's going to go to my debt snowballs. So that is all done. That's all of the cash that I needed to work with this week. It was super quick with it only being $94. But that was the last step in my budgeting process. So that is what the budget looks like overall. I promise this to be a really good week as long as I can keep myself from overspending. That's been a bit of a struggle lately, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up so that I know. That really helps out my channel, as does if you leave a comment and of course if you subscribe. So if you'd like to help my channel out, you can do those things. Also, you can check out my Etsy shop if you're interested in budget printables. That's going to do it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!